Hella shameless, necklace on me decorated. All this got me feeling jaded. Hold up, I'll be waiting. Bad thing on my radar. Told me that I'm in a playlist. Flower bomb, she a lotus. Got me thinking that I'm famous. I remember when I prayed for this. No sleep, cause I'm anxious. All this for entertainment. Crazy thinking that it's day one. All this spinning for the taking. Yeah, hold it down for the nameless. Yeah, oh yeah. I've been on a grind, yeah. Like I'm really on the rails. My life is on the line, yeah. I've been getting mines in. I've been on the you, nothing left to lose. Get into the bag, yeah. I've been on the you, I'm seeing how you move. Imagine all the things we get into. I need you to put me all the way.
Welcome. Man, I made it in just in time, just a few seconds. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
You can't handle the truth.
Uh-oh. Hopefully the audio's good. I sat down at the last second. Give me one moment here. Test 1 2. Audio levels look decent.
You can't handle the truth.
Hey, welcome to another episode of High Value Shan, where not only is Shan a high value man, so is the content. The content, these are air quotes. I just do it like this because I'm from LA. The content is high value. Good morning, happy Wednesday. Good morning and happy Wednesday. What's up, Lakeisha? Good morning, Lakeisha. Everybody, please like the stream and send your salute. The system is watching for everybody doing the salutes. The system is watching. Oh my God. Jonathan, you come in and dropping bombs like that, bro? Jonathan, you won't even let me get 3 minutes in. Jonathan won't let us get 3 minutes in, you guys. Without hitting us with the super chat. Jonathan won't let us get 3 minutes in without hitting us with the super chat. Jonathan, see how I got caught lacking last night? Jonathan came up with some heat. We had a show last night, you guys, on the Lapeef Network. We had a show last night at the Lapeef Network. It's called King Talk. And I've been blessed. To be a part of the show each week for the last month. JR has brought me back. I'm not part of the network. I'm a guest. And they've invited me back to the network week after week, which means I must be doing something right. I must be saying something right, because he wouldn't do that. And so I'm very grateful and appreciative of what the men over at the Lapeef Network, JR, Anton, and others, the ladies and gentlemen, because it's a network of men and women. I'm speaking about the owners of bringing me back to the Lapeef Network each week for King Talk. I carved that time out for Tuesday evenings. And my guy Jonathan Barronville pulled up. You know, when I first got onto the YouTube streets, I used to see Jonathan. He was a moderator everywhere. Everybody makes Jonathan a moderator. It's to your advantage to make Jonathan moderator, because he actually moderates your rooms. He'll put people on timeout. He kicks out the spammers. Jonathan don't play. So it's to your advantage if Jonathan is in your chat to mod him up. And so I would see him around, but I never knew what he looked like. And the first time I saw Jonathan, he cammed up on my show while driving his convertible, while he was cruising, heading to his office. And he dropped some knowledge that day. And every time I've seen Jonathan pull up to a live, he be dropping knowledge. And it's weird because he's so young. It's weird to hear how smart he is because he's so young. But last night he pulled up again. We're not going to talk about them ashy feet, Jonathan. We're not going to talk about them ashy feet. Salute, LaRonda. Make sure you guys are hitting the salutes. Jonathan pulled up and he had an interesting question. We were talking about the difference between the older men and the younger men, and what's the problem in communication between older men and younger men, and why we're not syncing, why we're not connecting. And Jonathan came up with a perspective saying, listen, it's the condescending tone that older men have to younger men that makes younger men tune out. It's not the tone. It's not the bravado that men have amongst each other. It's the condescension that younger men don't like from older men. And what that means is when you act like you're superior to somebody, for some arbitrary reason, people normally tune out. Have you guys ever worked at a place where your boss is not as smart as you? Tell the truth. Have you ever worked somewhere where your boss is just, flat out not as smart as you? And it irritates the shit out of you. And then they tell you to do stuff that you just know ain't right. And then you ask, potentially, why am I doing this particular task this particular way? And your boss says, because I said so. Because I said so. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no method to the madness. There's no particular strategy put in place. It's just because the boss said so. And you're supposed to just do that. Now, when you're getting paid, you're supposed to just do that. But it pisses you off. Well, so Jonathan came up with the thought that, well, you know what? A lot of older men are condescending like old bosses. They may be giving some young OGs some game and telling them what they should potentially be doing. And then they're not very articulate. And this is what I wanted to explain to Jonathan. Some of these OGs, they don't know how to speak it right. And so what happens is people resort to sign language. Even OGs resort to sign language. Sign language is not a woman to man thing or man to woman thing. It could be woman to woman, men to men. And oftentimes you'll get older guys like me telling younger guys like Jonathan shit that irritates them. Sign language, shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. The first three particularly. Shame, insult, and guilt. You don't know what you talk about, youngster. You need to, what the fuck do you know? You ain't hit enough corners yet. Start, shaming them. Or throwing out insults and guilting them. And then the young OG may say, okay, well, explain to me why I should do my finances that way. Why should I put this money over here? Why should I put money instead of putting money in the bank, why should I put money under the mattress? Why should I have this amount of savings accounts? Why should I put this much amount of money away from every paycheck that I get? Why should I do that? And the OG says, man, I'm just telling you to do it because I'm older and I just know better. I'm just older and I know better. And that's it. That's condescending. And that tunes out the youngsters. That they tune out of that, man. Nobody wants to hear somebody just tell you to do something simply because you think you older. They want to hear reasoning behind it. But a lot of people, Jonathan, that's my age, just don't know how to articulate the reasons why. And the only thing they do know how to do is say, man, it's because I'm older and I got time and service. And it's hard to explain. I can't put it in words. Jonathan came up with that and he really didn't have anybody to give him any pushback because Jonathan was actually right. Us older folks, when we talking to the young guys, we got to speak young guys' language. This is what I had mentioned earlier in the broadcast. I said us older men, I get it. I get it. As an OG, as an older person, you typically want the children to come to you for guidance and to sit down there and be benevolent and just listen at what we're supposed to tell you, and that's it. But that's not how it works, and that's not how you were when you were younger. OGs. That's not how you operated. So why do you expect somebody to do the same thing for you? Oh no, I listen to my OGs. Yeah, they probably talk to you a little different too. They probably talk to you a little different too than you do. And so that's why I tell guys my age who's trying to give some game to the young ones, man, we got to learn how to speak their language. I told people on there's a digital divide. We have a digital divide where people my age don't even know how to navigate a fucking iPhone. They don't know how to navigate an iPhone. They don't know nothing about social media. They don't understand TikTok. They don't know nothing about pop culture. They don't know nothing about the music today. But they want to act like they know everything. And then when the youngsters try to ask them for the blueprint as to why they're giving the game, they just say, oh, it's because I'm older. No, fellas, we got to be able to speak the language. Older gentlemen, you got to speak, ladies too. This is for older people, speaking to younger people. You have to learn how to speak their language. I know it irritates you to see text language, everything abbreviated, as opposed to full sentences and proper punctuation. That irritates the fuck out of me. Just run on sentences without a period or a comma anywhere in sight. You got to know how to speak their language so you can get through to them, so you can elevate them to the proper place that you believe, that you know, in fact, that they need to be at for them to succeed, because they don't know any better. Because they don't know any better. So I appreciate Jonathan for pulling up and saying that. And I figured that we'll have a conversation about that a little bit later. We're going to talk about that some more. Jonathan says ashy ass legs. I'm catching up on the chats. I'm catching up on the chats. Great show last night. Thank you, Lakeisha. Salute, Raj. Salute to everybody. Make sure you guys throw your salutes. Throw your salutes for the chat contest. You see it saying chat contest. Everyone watching live can win a free gift card from barsraw.com. To enter, simply type the word salute in the chat, and the winner will be announced at the end of this show. Over 25 for me, high value Shan. That's what's up, Lamb. We're going to get into this. I just discovered, I didn't know Kanye West was dating Vinetria. I don't know Kanye was dating Vinetria. Is everybody hitting the like button? Please, everybody, hit the like button on this broadcast. It's important. Let's get the algorithm going. Let's let YouTube know that Shan got a show going that's worthy of watching. Let's get some people up in here. Let's let YouTube know that there's a show going on that everybody needs to know. Good morning, Jill. Good morning, Jill. Mr. Awesome is in the house, blessing the show like he always does. He said I've learned from the 5th grade how powerless I can make words that are meant to hurt me. The viper's poison contains the antidote in itself. Salute. I've learned from the 5th grade how powerless I can make words that are meant to hurt me. The viper's poison contains the antidote in itself. Salute. He learned early how to disarm people who uses sign language against him. Mr. Awesome learned from a young age how to disarm people who tends to use shame, insults, and guilt against him. That's right. I wonder where you learned that from, Mr. Awesome. Did you learn that on your own, or was that game given to you by maybe your father, your uncle, your brother, the big homie from the hood? Where'd you learn that from? How did you get that how'd you get that in the 5th grade? How'd you get that game in the 5th grade? I got it young too. Listen, Kanye West, he still loves Kim Kardashian. Did you guys catch his interview over at the Drink Champs that he did just a week ago? Kanye West, they dropped that a week ago. Kanye West did an interview. That interview went viral. 5 million in the first 24 hours. Woo, those are numbers. 5 million in the first 24 hours for a podcast. It's not a song. It's a podcast. It's easy to get a song to 5 million if in pop culture, if you're mainstream in 24 hours. And that's even an accomplishment. And all people got to do is listen for 3 minutes to a song that they already like. You know how difficult it is to get somebody to listen to something that's 2.5 hours long? And to get 5 million people to do it in 24 hours, that's an accomplishment. Kanye pulled up to the Drink Champs. He was talking about it. Kanye is still in love with Kim. He still wants to work his relationship out with Kim. We all know that. But in the meantime, what's he doing? Kanye, he's hanging out with what he likes and what likes him. Kanye is hanging out with what he likes and what likes him. Lakeisha is in the house. Lakeisha, she's a soldier. Salute to my soldiers. Mr. Awesome's in the house. Salute to my soldiers. You see that rank next to their name? In a few more days, they're going to get promoted. They're not going to have that private rank. They just enlisted into the SR Army. I want you to enlist into the SR Army as well. They're going to be promoted to a sergeant. That rank is going to automatically change for them on their 30-day anniversary. And then from there, they're going to get more promotions. After the 2 months, they're going to get another promotion. So on and so forth. All the way up until they're generals. Shout out to my soldiers that's part of the SR Army. I want you guys to join. A lot of great content. Please subscribe to the show, though. Subscribe to my channel, if nothing else. So Kanye West is still in love with Kim Kardashian. Yes. He made that perfectly clear. He said he still wants his family. He's still looking forward to his family working out. I thought that was interesting. Just to discover yesterday that Kanye West is dating somebody else. He's hanging out with what he likes and what likes him. And it just so happens to be a fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun woman. It just so happens to be a fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun young girl. And the sisterhood is mad at that. Why? Why is the sisterhood upset at that? Because she's 20 years his junior. Older women do not like older men dating young women, especially in the black community. Older men dating older women is frowned upon, especially in the black community. And that's what Kanye's doing. Who knew? It was private. Apparently, they've been dating for a while. When everybody thought that Kanye West was out there with that one model, the white girl, I forget her name. They thought that was the thing. And she kind of shut that down. In fact, Kanye invited her to an event and she declined to go. And then her response to the media was she didn't want the world to think that they were in a relationship. She declined Kanye's invitation to an event because she didn't want the world to think that she was dating Kanye. All along, Kanye was dating Vinetria. See, the thing is, Kim Kardashian is who filed for divorce. The whole reason. I just got news.
Sir, yes, sir.
Jonathan Barronville just enlisted into the army. Soldiers, please give a salute to Jonathan Barronville. Go into the emojis and give Jonathan Barronville a salute. Soldiers, let's give Jonathan Barronville a salute.
Sir, yes, sir.
He just enlisted into the army. Hoorah. Hoorah. That's right. Hoorah. Mr. Awesome got it under control. See that emoji? See that emoji that Mr. Awesome is using? Everybody can't use that. That's reserved for the soldiers. See that hand clap that Mr. Awesome is using? That's reserved for the soldiers. Lakeisha can use it. She's a soldier. Jonathan can use it. He's now a soldier. Thank you for joining the army, Jonathan. Thank you for joining the army.
Sir, yes, sir.
Listen. Kim Kardashian is the one that filed for divorce. She's 41 years old. Kim is 41 years old. She wants to end the relationship. She's the one that wants to wreck her marriage. She decided to wreck her marriage. Oh, Jonathan is saying that it's difficult to sign up. It's difficult to sign up to the to become a member of the channel on mobile. It's difficult to sign up. It depends on no, he has to pull out the computer to sign up. I didn't know that. I thought you could do it on mobile. I think you can do it if you hit the super chat button. I think it's an option under super chat to become a member. And then you could see the various levels. You know, you could be a reserve member, Army Reserve. You could be National Guard. You could be a full-time soldier. You could be a Army Ranger, or you can be Special Forces. Once per month. Shout out to everybody who joins the Army. I got some content for you that the world won't see. We're not making it public. It's only for the members. It's going to be conversations that only us members have. We got a back channel chat that only us members talk about. There's videos and lives that only us members will be privy to. Thank you for joining the Army. I appreciate you, bro. I see the votes are going up. Are you guys voting up at the top? There's a poll. I want to know, what do you think about older men dating young women enough to be young enough to be his daughter? What do you think about older men dating women young enough to be his daughter? Make sure you vote at the top. How do you feel? Some of you feel it's super creepy. You'll look at the results. I'm not going to say the results. Because if you vote, you'll see the results. You'll see the results. Cast your vote. Cast your vote. Wow. Wow, that's a discussion. That's a discussion for us to have. That's a discussion for us to have. So listen. Kim Kardashian has decided to wreck her family. Like so many women do. 80% of women do. She decided to wreck her family. She doesn't want to deal with it. She wants to throw Kanye West back to the streets. She wants to throw Kanye West back to the streets. And as a result, Kanye West is out there dating. She's dating who she's dating too. You know she's with Pete Davidson. From what I understand, Kim Kardashian is out there dating Pete Davidson. Now, Kim Kardashian is 41 years old. Pete Davidson is 27. Kim Kardashian is 41 and Pete Davidson is 27. Nobody's questioning that though. That's okay. It's not a huge gap. It's only, what's that? 14 years? It's only a 14-year age gap where the woman is 14 years older than the man. That is not in question. That's not even a headline. It's not even a headline. It's okay for older women to date young men, right? Ladies, the sisterhood has no problem with that. The problem is when older men date younger women, because older women, by and large, seem to believe that older men have some kind of motive, some kind of there's something behind him doing that. They feel it's creepy and nasty and ugly. And I don't believe that's the reason why. That's that sign language. Sign language, as we've mentioned before, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. I love that phrase. I love that acronym. I say it a lot. That's older women using sign language. Usually women on that side of the wall. After you hit the wall and you realize that you ain't getting the attention that you once got, men your age is not checking for you. Suddenly, those people are creepy because they're dating women that's younger than you. Suddenly, those men are creepy because they're dating men that's younger than you. It's interesting. I don't want to miss anybody's membership or people that's subscribing. Jonathan is a full-time soldier. That's what's up. Women that hit the wall are complaining and using sign language on older men who date younger women. And here we have, once again, another situation of an older man dating somebody 20 years his junior. Kanye West is dating Vinetria. Kanye West is 44 years old. She's only 22. You know, they use sign language on me. I hear it all the time. Shan, you like them young. Shan, why do you like them young, huh, Shan? I show no evidence of that. I say it. I say that I date younger women. But they say, Shan, you like them young, don't you? You know what I say? No. I like them fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. I like them fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. That's my response every time. Shan, you like young girls, don't you? You like them young. I know, I like women that are fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. I have no problem dating somebody my age as long as she's fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. The problem is, most women my age that are fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun are married. They've been already taken off the market. They're snatched up. Somebody already cuffed that. All the older women my age that are typically, there's always exceptions to the rules, but then I'm going to talk about the exceptions in just a moment. Typically, all the exceptions to the rules is taken. They're snatched up. What's the number one F in fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun? Is fit. We have an 80% obesity rate. 80% of women in the black community is obese, and 80% of them is, 80% of the women in the black community is overweight, and 80% of them is obese. 80% of women in the black community is overweight, and 80% of them is obese. You know, there's 3 levels: fat, obese, morbidly obese. Fat, obese, morbidly obese. I'm not sure how many are morbidly obese, but I know 80% of the 80% that's overweight is obese. So when I look at women that's my age, and this is before I could find out if you're feminine. This is before I could find out if you're friendly. This is before I can find out if you're faithful or fun. I could see that you're fat. Men want women who are fit, period, across the board, at all socioeconomic levels. That's what men want, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they want. And so now you have women who are trying to shame men, who's looking for women who are the 5 Fs. And we typically find them when they're younger. Now, for the women that's my age that are fit, that are in shape, that are trimmed, are you the other 5 Fs? I mean, are you the rest of the 5 Fs? Are you friendly? It's one thing to find a woman who's in shape. the 20% of black women who's in shape. It's only 20% of y'all. Out of 10 women, only 2 are in shape. 2. Out of 100 black women, 20 are in shape. The other 80 are already not fit. They already lost the F part. And this is something that you can control. This is the thing. You have control over that. Stay your ass out of the kitchen eating bullshit. Get out of the drive-thru. If you are eating food that has a drive-thru, you're wrong. And you're overweight. If you are overweight and you in a drive-thru, you're wrong. If you're in shape and you in a drive-thru, I ain't got nothing to say. If you are in shape, if you are fit, if you work out and you want a burger, I don't got nothing to say. I'd rather you not eat a burger because I want you to be healthy on the inside, but I don't have nothing to say because you're doing something right. But if you are overweight and you still getting that 6-piece from Popeyes, fried chicken, you're not. We already on 2 different sheets of music. We're already on 2 different sheets of music, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be wanting to pay attention to the chat, but I'll be too busy talking to y'all. I like to talk directly into the camera. What up, McDrama Bear? Y'all are stepping into the house. Y'all are stepping into the house. Princess is here. Good to see you, beautiful. Dario is here. What up, bro? Listen, fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. Women who hit the wall do not like it when older men date younger women. Why? Because older men are looking past the women that is their age. Older men are looking right past older women. Why? Not because you're old and worn out and used up, which can be a reason for some. But by and large, you guys are not fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. Let's start with the fit side. Out of 10 women, only 2 of them are in shape. The rest of them is wolfing down mac and cheese. You guys can't wait for Thanksgiving this year. Can't wait for Thanksgiving. Dario Duplan, soldiers in the house. I see his stripes. I see Dario's stripes. Salute to Dario. Salute to all the soldiers. Should be salute to all the soldiers. Get the likes up. That's right. I can't see the likes. I'm doing a different system. I'm simulcasting this broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. And at Facebook on 4 different pages. When I do that, I don't get to see some of the things that I normally see if I'm broadcasting only on YouTube. So I don't know what the likes are like, but if they're low, please like this broadcast. If you don't like what I'm talking about, please hit the thumbs down. Hit one or the other. Hit one or the other. Sun is hot. Sun is hot. Salute. Everybody that says salute, the system is, let me go check on that real quick. The system is automatically adding you. Oh yeah, you guys it's loading you guys up. Everybody that writes the word salute in chat is getting added to the contest that's going to be at the end of this broadcast. I'm looking at it right now. Let me minimize that. They say, Shan, you like the girls young. I say, no, I like the girls fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. And typically they're young. And if they're my age, they're married. They're not available. They're successfully hitched. They are happily married, with living their lives, raising their children, being a submissive wife, being a great wife to their husbands. They're already doing everything right that some other man had already detected, and he snatched her up. I know, ladies. Those of you that are single out there and that's struggling, are you all 5 Fs? You have to be all 5 if you want somebody of high value. If you want somebody of high value, all 5 Fs is non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable. You don't get to be 4 and not one of them. If you want somebody of high value, you can do that if you want a regular guy. That's why it's not all lost. But for somebody like me, you got to be all 5. For somebody like me, I don't run into often, and I'm here in Los Angeles, women who are fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun, who is typically my age and that's single. If they're my age and single, first of all, 8 out of 10 of them is already out the running because they're overweight, which tells me about their discipline in eating. That means I already know how the house is going to be. I already know how our life is going to be. If you can't get your diet under control, then you're telling me that I'm going to have a chaotic household. I already know it. And I'm not tolerating that shit. You know, a lot of men tolerate it after they get married, and then they already in the married game. They just say fuck it and they just deal with it. They tolerate. I'm not tolerating that. I have a low tolerance for bullshit. I do. And high expectations for those that surround me, especially my woman. I have a high expectation for my woman. I have a high expectation for my woman. I do. Sun is hot. Thank you for the super chat, bro. As long as they're adults, Shan, young is fine. Sun is hot says, as long as they're adults, then young is fine. Period. Notice he didn't put any parameters on that statement. There's no addendums. There's no amendments. Excepts. There's no exceptions. He's period. He said period. He said as long as they're adults, Shan, young is fine. And so what happens is you get older women who are typically not fit. But let's talk about the 20% of women that are fit. Are you friendly? Are you feminine? Are you faithful? Are you fun to be around? They may be in shape, but then something else falls off. This is what happens when you get older. And set in your ways. Lakeisha says she's a vegetarian. Good job. Good job. You know, meat killed my best friend. Red meat. I don't eat red meat. I'm not a vegetarian, but I don't eat red meat. I eat fish, chicken, turkey. Occasionally, I'll run over to In-N-Out Burger because the shit is just addictive. But you won't catch me with a steak. I'm not having a ribeye. You're not gonna catch me at a steakhouse just wolfing down some steak. Red meat killed my best friend, DeMarco, in 2010. I remember when he called me in 2008 with his diagnosis of that aggressive cancer he had. And he determined that it was all the red meat that he had been eating all his life. And he made a change. He became instant vegan. And his cancer was supposed to kill him in 6 months. He made it 18 months. One of which was a complete diet change. Second was being really physically fit. By the way, he was already fit. He was my battle buddy. We went to the army together. Red meat killed my best friend. Shout out to Lakeisha, who's a vegetarian. Coco wants to know how young do I go? As young as she needs to be, as long as she's fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. I don't typically date women over 30 years old. I don't. Because I don't typically find women who are the 5 Fs that are older, that are available. Generally, when they're the 5 Fs and they're available, somebody is getting ready to marry her. Typically, if she's visually appealing, if she's good looking and older, there's something else that's going to drive you crazy. There's something about her that's going to drive you crazy, and she's not willing to change. That is the caveat. That's the important part. She's not willing to change. She's stuck in her ways. She thinks she's the only thing right in the wrong world. Can't nobody tell her shit. And year after year, she goes on. And sometimes these women eventually wake up when it's too late. They might find somebody, some beta simp nigga. They might find some older beta simp dude. But that's rare. So when they try to shame me for dating younger women, I say, no, I'll date anybody as long as she's fit, feminine, friendly, and fun and faithful. And these women generally can't get men. So now we got Kanye West, who's dating Vinetria, and he's knocking that out. Been taking her to Pound Town, that young woman. Them long legs of hers. Nothing like his wife, right? Who's 41. BBL, fake butt, fake titties, fake lips, Botox. It's interesting. Now, Vinetria may have breast implants. I don't think they're real. When I looked at them, I was like, that's not real. That doesn't look real. I don't think that's real. But she's nice and slim. She's a model. She has to be slim. But complete 180 from his wife. And he's knocking that out, taking her to Pound Town. Taking her to Pound Town. Uh-oh. Shout out to Mighty Ty for the $10 super chat. Yo, how you doing, Shannon? I appreciate the talk. And my wife says, thanks for being real last night. Much love. That's right. So my man came on the show last night. He cammed up with us last night. I asked us some questions. And he's found us over here at my podcast. I appreciate you being here. And that's dope that you had your wife tapping in with us too. That's dope. Listen, I tell everybody, the goal is marriage. If you want to work this relationship stuff out, if you want this community to work, marriage is the ultimate goal. I do not believe in the whole run away from marriage for most. Especially young fellas, I want you guys to concentrate on marriage only after you're in your 30s, though. I don't want you to think about marriage in your 20s. It's a waste of time. We'll get into that in this chat, too. But shout out to Mighty. Shout out to Mighty Ty. He had his wife tapping in. Him and his wife together tapping into these kind of conversations do nothing else but make their marriage better. They do nothing else but make their marriage better. Hold on one second. I got a text message I got to answer. Sorry about that, y'all. That was an important message. Mighty Ty tapped into our podcast last night over at the Lapeef Network. It was called King Talk. He asked us some questions. We gave him an answer. It was towards the end of the podcast. His wife was tapped in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you and your wife or your husband are watching these spaces, these manosphere spaces, these relationship streets, and you guys are together learning from this, this is a form of therapy. You're hearing from people like me who's been twice married and twice divorced to hear what works and what doesn't work. I give game, especially in my members area, I give game on what not to do because I fucked up. I wasn't the husband that I was supposed to be. I wasn't the leader, and I didn't step up and do the things I was supposed to do. And so I give the game to the young bucks on, bruh, don't do that. It's not going to work out for you in the long run. If you want your wife to be like this, if you want to have this kind of success in these things, don't do that. I did that. That was a mistake. People say all the time, oh, well, you was married. You could even have a relationship that lasts. Why should anybody listen to you? Because I'm telling you what the problems are. I'm telling you what don't work. I'm the one you should listen to. If you want to start a new business and you find somebody who tried that business and failed, go ask them, what the fuck did you do that made you fail? They're going to tell you, hey, bro, don't go down that road. I tried that road. When you get to the fork in the road of success, the failures is going to say, don't come this way. Don't come this way. If you come this way, it ain't going to work out for you. Go that way. That's what I am. That's what I do. I encourage people to listen to me because I failed at both of my marriages, to make sure that they learn the things that they're not supposed to do. Leadership is one of the main ones. Leadership is one of the main ones. Fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun is one of the main ones. The problems that I had within myself and not being the man that I was supposed to be for my woman is one of the things. So shout out to Mighty Ty for pulling up, man. I appreciate you being here, bro. Thank you for the super chat and thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being here and thank you for supporting the channel. I encourage you to join the membership. I got some game in there that's going to help you out. I'm going to have some game in there that's going to help you out. I have a series called BBW and BBM. I like my girls BBW. Like Drake says, I like my girls BBW. What is BBW? Be a better woman. BBM, be a better man. I'm going to be starting a series up. I haven't recorded yet. Well, I haven't posted. I've already recorded one, but I haven't posted them yet. It's called the BBW and the BBM series. Is be a better man and be a better woman. These are the things that I want to teach you if nobody's told you that. And if you have heard it before, I'm going to solidify it. Uh-oh. Shout out to Kate Cooper. And she hit us with the $20. Kate Cooper, make sure you send me an email to superchat@shannonrawls.com so you can claim your gift card. Everybody that gives me a super chat of $20 or more in a single super chat automatically gets a gift card. What does Kay say? Kay says Kanye is a billionaire. He can date who he wants. The sad part is he is just playing with Vinetria in order to make Kim jealous. Kim is a fool to lose her husband. She will never find another Kanye. Sadly, I think Kay Cooper is actually accurate. I think Kay Cooper's accurate. Kanye went on the podcast last week and said he still loves his family and wants it to work out. And get this, Vinetria was there. Word on the street is Vinetria accompanied him to the podcast. Remember, they've been dating for a while. The most recent photo that they decided to go, you got the key? Go right now. The most recent podcast that they had and they talked about was she was there. She was there. And on the podcast, Kanye says, man, I still want my relationship to work out. I'm still trying to, but she got this publicist around her and I don't fuck with them. Saying that Kim has these people around her that Kanye can't stand and is putting shit in his wife's ear. That's driving her. Isn't that what it normally happens? Divide and conquer. Your wife normally is listening, because women, you guys listen to bad advice. Oftentimes, instead of listening to your fucking man, you listen to these other motherfuckers who you think is giving you great advice, but they're not. Who you think is giving you great advice, but they're not. Kanye on the podcast said that he still wants his relationship to work out. All the while, Vinetria was actually there, from what I understand. So like Kay is talking about, Kanye is probably just playing around with her. Is he trying to make Kim jealous? Maybe. You know, Kim is with Pete Davidson. Kim, 41 years old. She's with Pete Davidson, 27. And yes, Kim is a fool to lose her husband. Kim is a fool to throw away her relationship with Kanye West. People act like they're not going to get old. People act like they're not going to get old. Women, you guys think that you have more options than you actually do. You think you got time that you don't have. Ladies, you think you have time that you don't have. Do you guys remember when you ever heard that story of that guy who had a daughter? This is some years ago. A young girl, she put her virginity up for auction. She put her virginity up for auction. You guys remember that? You guys in the story, in the chat, do you guys remember that story a while back? That young girl, she put her virginity up for auction and she got something like $1.6 million. It was a bunch of just multimillionaires and billionaires just auctioning for her to have sex with her for the very first time. What do you guys remember that story? The thing is, what made everybody trip was that her dad was encouraging it. Her dad was backing her up. I had a different opinion back then. It was not a popular opinion. And I think I remember when a few people was like, "What? What?" Because my opinion was, that's fine with me. I still stick by that opinion. A young girl from some other country, not here in America, some other country, she was turning 18, 19. She was like, yo, I'm a virgin. My hymen is still intact. My hymen is still intact. I have never had sex with any man before. If you would like to have sex with me, pay me. And she put her virginity up for auction. And her father supported her. Does that sound weird to you guys? That dad is like basically pimping his daughter to the highest bidder? Pimping her virginity to the highest bidder? Seems very prostituting. Seems very prostituting. They got $1.something million. She got $1.something million. The money was sent over to a brokerage account. It was put over into an escrow account. I'm sorry, not brokerage. Just put over into an escrow account. She flew over to the country of the guy that paid the money. Some young guy, some young oil magistrate. He took her to Pound Town. They moved the money into her bank account. She's no longer a virgin. She had sex with some millionaire one time. It was an indecent proposal. Have you ever guys watched the movie Indecent Proposal? It's a great movie. And now she's instantly a millionaire. Now here's what I said at the time. Because everybody was mad. Everybody was mad. Everybody was mad that the father was supporting this shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you kidding me? You selling your daughter's virginity? How dare you? And I said, would you rather Pookie fuck your daughter? My response was, would you rather Pookie take the virginity for free? Because that's what's happening across the world. She leveraged her virginity to put $1.6 million cash money in the bank account and start her life, which will have zero impact on the way she lives. Probably only because she became popular, it would have an impact. But if it was private, zero impact. And motherfuckers is out here giving their goddamn virginity away for free to the nigga down the street. Women is sucking dick across the nation under the bleachers at the high school stadium. Women are across the nation giving Tyrone. They're sneaking out the house and going to Tyrone's apartment down the street because Tyrone's mama's gone at working late at night and getting her virginity taken and going to Pound Town for free. And you guys are mad that this father had the kind of relationship with his daughter that they can leverage a couple $1 million out of it? It's not something that I would do. I don't have a daughter. But I am not knocking a man that does that. When I know how many women, the women that's listening to me right now, think back to the day you lost your virginity. Would you trade it for a $1.6 million in a kickstart on life? Or are you going to sit here and tell me, no, I prefer the way I did it? You could take, I want all the women that's listening to me that think that's weird that the pops was all behind it and think that she sold her. I want you to go back to the nigga that took your virginity that night, that day, the time that it happened. And if you had an opportunity to do it all over again, you get $1.6 million with safe sex. It was required. They had to have it was all these stipulations. They had to have age tests. They had to get STD tests. He had to have a condom. It was all these things that was stipulated. He had to have sex with her with a condom. All these things. I don't know if they really wore a condom, but that was part of the deal. And then transfer $1.6 million over to her. You telling me, ladies, that you would prefer to do it the way you did it? Keep it 100. We don't know you. This is YouTube. We don't know you. Tell the truth. You know goddamn well you would trade. You know goddamn well you wouldn't stick with Pookie who took your virginity back in high school the way you lost it if you can get $1.6 million from it in a safe fashion. Are you kidding me? That's how you got to look at it. A lot of people don't look at, that's why men are logical and women are emotional. We don't think with emotion. Men, I'm logical. The father was logical. 1 + 1 = 2. 1 + 1 = 2. After she had sex with him, she flew back home. She logged into her Bank of America account, and her checking balance was $1.6 million. And now she can go to school. She can go find love. She can go have a husband. She can do whatever she wants. But you telling me that you'd rather have Pookie blow your back out like he did back in high school. And that's better. That's more conducive of a proper coming of age. Get out of here. Most of you don't even talk to the man that took your virginity. And you got nothing for it but a bad memory. Now, why am I saying this? Why am I saying this? Because I'm talking to the women who shame older men for dating younger women, saying it's creepy. Well, what would you rather the younger women do? This woman that Kanye West is dating is 22 years old. She's dating Kanye West, a multi-billionaire who's 20 years older than her, 44 years old. Would you rather her date Dusty, some 23-year-old Dusty? Would you rather this young lady date some 23-year-old Dusty that's gonna do nothing but break her heart and can't even keep a job? What would you rather she do? What would you rather she do, ladies? You want her to fall in love with a 25-year-old who just graduated college and is out there surfing the web, putting in job applications, trying to figure out what the fuck to do next? Is that who you suggest for a long-term happy life for this young lady? How's that been working out for the young relationships across the nation? 60% divorce rate. By and large, most of them are coming from the young marriages. 60% divorce rate in the black community. Most of them are coming from the young marriages. Is that what you suggest? You're pushing her that way as opposed to potentially falling in love with Kanye? You would rather these young ladies be with Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray, 24-year-old dusty ass? Is that your suggestion, ladies? I'm curious. Mr. Awesome, thank you for the super chat, bro. He says, better one penile millionaire pay for her college course than hundreds like Mia Khalifa. Get the likes up. It's better that one penile penetrating millionaire pay for her college, her house, her car, her fucking life for the next 10 years than hundreds of men like Mia Khalifa, the porn star, who was in porn for 4 months and became an international sensation and is now banned from Lebanon and broke. Don't even own her own name. Shout out to Mr. Awesome. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Appreciate your support. Your continued support. I got to make sure I always stress that. Thank you for your continued support, Mr. Awesome. Ladies, would you rather this young 22-year-old Vinetria, who do you suggest that she date? That's what I'm curious. Who do you suggest? Put it in the chat. Or cam up. Tell me, who do you suggest that she dates instead of a Kanye West? Since not everybody, but you older women are so upset about older men dating younger women, well, who would you rather she be with? Who would you rather these young ladies date? I already know that you suggest that she should get her job and go get her degree and not worry about marriage until she's 30 something. That's the shittiest advice in the world. That we've already seen that the numbers are in for that. That ain't working. So you got to change up what the fuck you're suggesting. That's why you're in the position that you're in. That's why you hit the wall and you realizing that you can't find anybody. You got your degrees. It's all on the wall. You got all your certificates, framed and put up on the wall. You got your house. You got your foreign car. Your savings account looking nice. No man. You slept alone last night. We know that that's not the best advice. So then now what do you suggest? Because I suggest that young ladies in their 20s start being marriage minded. I suggest that young ladies in their 20s are marriage minded. Start paying attention to becoming a wife. That a lot of you ladies, older ladies, are not teaching the young women. That a lot of you younger ladies are not teaching the young women. That's what I suggest. I want you to start teaching these women to primarily pay attention to becoming a good wife. Secondarily, get your degree and career. Women can walk and chew gum at the same time. Women can walk and chew gum at the same time. I got my topics written down. Well, Shan, you don't have a daughter, they say. You don't understand. You don't have a daughter. You wouldn't feel like that. This is to the men that don't agree. What do you suggest, fellas? Fathers. Let me ask the fathers. Fathers, what do you suggest? What's your suggestion? Fellas, what do you suggest? Do you believe, would you at the age of 44 condone your 22-year-old, with you at the age of 44, condone your 22-year-old daughter, because you had her when you were 20, to date a man who's your age, to date your boy, somebody that's your age, maybe even way more successful than you, Because that's probably where your ego is probably going to be involved. Would you, at 44 years old, want your 22-year-old daughter that you had when you were 20 dating a man who's 44 years old just like you? Fellas, it's a tough question, right? That's a tough question. Shan, well, what about you? What do you think? I can tell you this right now, and let me be clear. And this is what I said about the virginity. I don't have a problem with that man assisting his daughter selling her virginity for $1.6 million. And if I was to have a daughter 20 years ago that was dating a man my age, 20 years later, I would not have a problem with that as long as I'm vetting that man. I got to vet him. I got to check him. That's another problem. You women are ignoring your father's advice. What the fuck you think we're here for? You run that man through pops. We know your friends better than you know your friends. You out there selecting men based on your experiences, not on your father's. You're ignoring your dad. Pay attention to what your dad is saying. If my daughter, if this is hypothetical because I don't have a daughter who's 22, but if I had one, I could see myself saying, let me talk to him. Let me see what kind of brother this is. Because I know what kind of brother I am. I already know what kind of woman that she'd want to date, me being dad. But I need to meet him. Let me see who he is. I would not have a problem with my daughter dating a man my age. If I was 44 and she was 22, I would not have a problem with it. That's my answer. Are you kidding me? Let me check him out. If this man is going to take my daughter really loves this man and he really loves my daughter, and they're going to potentially have a very prosperous life together. Are you kidding me? So that when she's 44, he's 66. The fuck is wrong with that? She's 44, he's 66. They got 20-year-old kids. Sounds good to me. He's able to lead and be the husband that he's supposed to be to my daughter? Oh, yes. You think that I want her to fuck with Pookie? Am I being extreme? Do you think I want her to fuck with the young guy that just graduated college and is not sure what he wants to do? Probably got a degree in something that he'll never work in. And is laying flat. Don't want to get out the bed. Unmotivated. Don't know how to change a tire. And he got his goddamn phone in his hand all day long and wants to be a rapper? No. You think I want him versus an accomplished 44-year-old man that's interested in my daughter? Are you kidding me? Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Not me. That's my answer. If my 22-year-old daughter dates a 44-year-old man, I'd be proud of her if that man was the man I believe he's supposed to be for my daughter. Period. Shout out. Mighty Ty. Oh, he said it's Mighty Ty. He said definitely looking into the membership. This made me think about my daughter and how I'd handle this. You're right. $1.6 million is better. He said $1.6 million is better than 20 plus years of problems from Pookie and them. You got to think about it because listen, men are cost benefit calculators. We're looking at the benefit versus the cost. The cost of the homies in the hood smashing your daughter is not even a remote trade-off for virginity and a $1 million kickstart in life. If you're gonna have sex, she's gonna have sex anyways, right? Let's keep it 100, parents. Let's keep it 100, parents. One of the reasons why a lot of parents want to be friends with their kids is because they want their friends, their friend kids to tell them everything. Without getting too personal, there's been people in my life whose children have lost their virginity and the parents had no idea. I knew before the parents did. You want to be friends so bad. You think they talk to you, they ain't talking to you. So the reality is they gonna have sex anyway. Who do you want them to fuck? You want them to be do you want them to be with somebody who loves them and is successful and can be the husband that they're supposed to be versus the nigga that don't even have a car? The young boy with bad credit? Come on, think about it. Let's think about odds here. Oh, you think that you're gonna get the cream of the crop? Everybody thinks they're gonna get the cream of the crop. Everybody thinks that they're gonna get the best of the best. What are the odds though? Let's talk odds. That's right, Mighty Ty. Rethink it. As you and your wife raise your children, think about what we're talking about. Think about the homies. Your wife may not know, bro, but you know about the homies. You know about how you probably were. Think about the women that we take down. Do you want your daughter there, or do you want your daughter with somebody who's going to allow her to be in her purpose and be happy for the rest of her life? Do you want her to have a wonderful relationship like you have with your wife? Sooner than you had it. That's important. That's important. Uh-oh. The Lapeef Network, bless the channel. The Lapeef Network is here, y'all. This is the network I was on last night. These are my guys. Hit me with a $50 super chat. You know the dollar sign means they get a gift card. Even my friends get gift cards. They say, you're up next, Shan. I believe so much in you. It's an honor to be in the same space as you. You motivate me to work harder. Impressive, bro. Keep being you. It's funny when people give you compliments that you actually saying, no, dog, you speaking for me. That's what I'm supposed to be saying to you. You telling me something that I really think about you. Shout out to the Lapeef Network. Please, everybody, follow the Lapeef Network. Content daily, all day long, dropping gems all day long. You get notifications. Damn, you dropped another video. Damn, you dropped another clip. Ooh, another clip all day long. Go to the Lapeef Network. Shout out to Lapeef Network for that generous super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. If my 22-year-old daughter wants to date a 44-year-old man and I was 44 years old and I vetted that man and I realized that he was worthy of my daughter's attention, no problem. I'd be proud of my daughter for finding somebody, for landing something like that. I would not want her, and I don't have any daughters, but I can foresee myself saying, I don't want you fucking with that hard head, nappy head nigga down the street that I know was in my house when I was at work. I don't want you dating him. And here's another thing that the older women are saying. Well, you know, you older men, you guys are manipulating these young girls. Kanye West is manipulating her. Kanye West, you guys are manipulative. These girls haven't come. They don't know. Their frontal lobe is not developed yet. They don't know any better. That's why we suggest women get their career and get their degrees and get all that stuff under order and then start thinking about getting married in their 30s. And then start thinking about getting married in their 30s. Really? So you don't give these young women no credit? You don't give these women no credit. See, I tend to believe that young women are smarter than the older women say they are. You know, we can give a young girl an M16 and send her to war, but she's too young to make dating decisions. And if she does date and make a decision in dating, you suggest that she dates somebody that's 24 years old. That's your best suggestion? Date somebody her age? The fuck? That makes no sense, ladies and gentlemen. Young women are smarter than you older women are claiming. Well, how do you know? You're not a woman, Shannon. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm a woman. I know how women think. Yeah, well, how's it working out for you? From the observable universe, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, because look at you. From my observation, you should be ignored. Golden girls. The women in the Golden Girls Club should be ignored on dating advice. If they're advising women to wait until they're 30 to even think about marriage, knowing that shit, if children are on the is an option and marriage is a requirement, hell, geriatric pregnancy kicks in 5 years later. What the fuck? You think there's this? You're out there telling women it's okay. It's plenty of men. It ain't plenty of fish in the sea. And the ones that's up there is a mess. Older women are not giving younger women the credit that I believe that younger women deserve. These women are smart. They can defend our country. They're smarter than you in terms of academics. They're out there coding like a motherfucker. They're coding. They're writing apps that you could barely open a goddamn email. You don't even know how to forward an email properly. You don't even know what BCC means in your email box. It's like, what's this BCC? What's this BCC? You don't even know what blind carbon copy is. You don't even know how to navigate a website. You could barely shop at Amazon. You can't even plug up a TV. You don't know, but you're talking about the younger women ain't bright enough to date. You're not giving any credit to intelligence. Now, let me tell you something else. I'm talking to a specific group of women, older women. You know who I'm not talking to? You know who I'm not talking to? Is women like Lakeisha that's in the chat. I'm not talking to Lakeisha. I'm not talking to Miss Parker. I'm not talking to Princess. They're not part of the women I'm speaking to. Uh-oh. Price Right says, not gonna lie, Shan, I don't know about that one. Price Right hit us with a $10 super chat, blessing the channel. Thank you so much. But also says, not gonna lie, Shan, I don't know about that one. Your scenario is in regards to the perfect outcome. But what about the young boy with no credit versus the OG with an average past? What about the young boy with no credit versus the OG with an average past? I still tip my hat to the OG with the average past. The young boy with no credit versus the OG with an average past is what Price says. He said, I don't know about that. I don't know, Shan. What about these older dudes who are dusties in their fucking past? These niggas was the pookies of yesteryear. Why would you want your daughter to date an older reformed pookie than somebody who has an opportunity to become a great man? My answer to that is wisdom. One word. Wisdom trumps all. Wisdom trumps all. I do not suggest that men in their 20s think about marriage and being a husband because they got shit to do to become an effective one. I believe those who tried to do that or have a sketchy past or was a hoe or doing whatever they were doing can grow up and say, fuck, look the mistakes I've made. And if they're given the opportunity to be with a woman who's younger, they'll know that time is running out for men too. It's a little longer than women, but we all got a clock. And he'll probably do and work a little harder, knowing the history and having the wisdom of time on his side to make the better decisions for that young woman than that young 22-year-old who has no idea what the fuck is coming along. wisdom. Something that I didn't have when I was 24 in the Army. I thought I had it. I thought I knew what I was talking about, but I didn't. I tell other people all the time, when I was 20, I thought I knew everything until I became 25. Once I got 25, I realized when I was 20, I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. But now I do, until I became 30. When I became 30, I said, what the hell? Who do you think you are at 25? You didn't know shit. But I'm good now until I became 35. Once I became 35, I looked back when I was 30 and said, damn, you still didn't know what you was talking about, even though you thought you did, because you was talking shit about your 25-year-old self. Until I became 40. When I became 40, I looked back at my 35-year-old self and said, finally, I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about at 35, and I probably still don't know now. It wasn't until I turned 40, 9 years ago, that I said I didn't know what I was talking about or knew shit that I thought I knew when I was 35, and I probably still don't now. And when I turned 45, I said, thank God I woke the fuck up and said that. Now I no longer say that because I'm still learning as I go. At 49, I'll be 50 next June. I'm still learning. But it took me 40 years to realize you'll never know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm tipping the scale to the OG who had a sketchy past over the young buck who would bad credit because the OG got wisdom on his side. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Price. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate your support and continued support of the channel, man. Forever student. That's right, Miss Parker. Forever student. What was I saying before? I was saying I'm talking to a certain subset of older women who's out there hating. You know who I'm not talking to? Is the women who get it and they're older. There's a certain amount of women who get it and are older. They're not going to last in the single game. I don't know the marital status or if Lakeisha or if Princess, I don't know if they're dating somebody. I could tell you one thing, the way they talk freely in the chat, because I read it on every time I go live, those kind of women aren't going to be single for long. Women, are you doing what men want? Period. Are you doing what the men that you want? I talk about TJ Randolph all the time, who became 50 years old when she met her most recent husband, married him at 52. Today she's 54 and happy as fuck. It's not all doom and gloom, ladies and gentlemen, for older women. I don't believe that. I keep saying it all the time. It's us men over here in this manosphere area, in this dating streets. We're not saying it's all doom and gloom for older women. We're saying it's doom and gloom for older women who think that they know what the fuck they're talking about and you won't change. It's not doom and gloom for the women who are older and has woke up and said, what the hell? Oh, okay. All right, reprogram me. Please update my software. I need a firmware update. I've been programmed this way and that shit didn't work out for me. People like Lakeisha, sounds to me like she's here in these spaces looking for a firmware update so she can get the outcomes that she wants. And women like her is going to win. And what's going to happen is the Golden Girls is going to be hating on her. To the women who are older and is willing to put in the work. That's what we mean by put in the work. Who's willing to reprogram themselves and get a new software update. You're going to be all right. Men like me is checking for women like you. Men like me is checking for women like you. Men that's younger is checking for older women like you. It's just that you guys are far and few between. You're rare. It's not many out there like that. The sisterhood is too strong. The sisterhood is too strong. The sisterhood is too strong. It's like the sisterhood is like a black hole. It's like nothing can escape, not even light. I'm gonna coin some new shit. The sisterhood is like a black hole. The black hole, the womanhood of the black hole womanhood where nothing can escape, not even light. It sucks women in and it keeps you in there. They make movies. They give you Sex in the City. They give you Sunday brunches and endless mimosas. They give you sweet tummy tea to tell you that's how you all you need to do is drink this tea and you'll lose all that belly fat, girl. You don't got to change your diet. You don't got to do no crunches. You ain't got to get on no treadmill or get on the elliptical. You don't have to join 24-hour fitness like Shannon is saying. Ignore Shannon. He don't know what he's talking about. Just buy this sweet tummy tea and drink this tea every morning, girl. That's all you got to do. And you're going to lose 40 pounds. Ignore Shannon. There's a small subset of women who knows that that's bullshit. But by and large, that tummy tea company is rich as fuck. They are taking all y'all money. Y'all got so much money. You throwing money to them. Wear these leggings. They've scoped your butt. Wear these butt lift leggings. That's all you need, girl. That's all that man wants. You don't have to put in the work. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Uh-oh. Shout out to Sherry. Cha-ching. Sherry, send me an email, please. Everybody who sends sends a super chat of $20 or more gets a return on their investment. You're going to get a gift card from barsraw.com. I own 7 fashion brands. I'm allowing my t-shirt brand to be the brand that blesses everybody over here at YouTube. Please send an email to superchat@shannonrawls.com. And then my staff, when they get into the office this morning, they're going to hit everybody from last night and yesterday to end today and hit you with the gift card. Thank you, Sherry, for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you, and it's very encouraging. Today I'm going live 3 times, you guys. I'm going live now. I'm going live to talk about Think and Grow Rich, a book that we're going to read together, and then I'm going to go live again later on this evening. Why do I do that? Because you guys encourage me with the super chats. You making it simple for me to work at my house and send my work instead of me going downtown and talking to my staff. We FaceTime. And then I do a lot of the administrative stuff here, and then they do all they process and ship there. So then that gives me more time to go live here, but I'm only doing that because you guys are making it easy for me. Thank you so much. Now, what does Sherry say? I totally agree with your viewpoint, Shan. I have 3 daughters. One is 25, one is 23, and one is 20. My oldest married 7 months. I totally agree with your views. I would not have any problem with my daughters marrying older men. That's right. That's right. Shout out to Sherry. Sherry is prepping her daughters to be fit, feminine, friendly, and faithful, fun wives. And then on top of that saying, don't be an idiot. Get your education, baby. Go to school, baby. Get your degree. But be a wife. Be a wife. Too many women that's in Sherry's age range don't agree with Sherry. They want her daughters to ignore relationships. Ignore relationships. Forget about being a wife. Go get the bag, girl. Go get the bag. Get your degree. And then once you get your degree, get a second degree. And then go get your minor degree and make another major to get yourself 2 bachelor's degrees. Now get your master's. And once you get your master's, go for the doctorate, because now you're in grad school, and then get your MBA. And then next thing you know, girl, you'll be 32 and you'll have 5 degrees. And then you can think about getting a man, because there's plenty of them out there that's going to be checking for you at 35 years old with your 5 degrees and your hard-headed ass that don't want to listen to nobody because you didn't went out there and work through all the shit that you had to work through to get these 5 damn degrees. And I know you're going to be uncooperative and you're not going to be friendly, and you're going to be real masculine. You're not going to be real feminine. You're going to be tough, but don't worry about it. There's men out there that want you. We got a lot of beta simp guys that's going to want you. No. Sherry is saying, no. My 25-year-old's been married for 7 months. Shout out to her. I'm grooming my 23 and my 20-year-olds for success, long-term success. What woman wants to get up and work every fucking day at 6 o'clock in the morning and fight traffic and argue with her boss when she could be a nurturing woman who's raising her children? Who wants to go what woman is looking forward to 6 weeks of maternity leave so she can hurry and go back to her cubicle at work? Raise your hand if you can't wait to get pregnant so you could just get 6 months of maternity, 6 weeks, a month and a half of maternity leave, so then you could pass your newborn, less than 2-month-old baby off to some stranger to watch. So you could go back to work and get the bag. Shout out to Sherry. Shout out to Sherry. If only there was more women like Sherry. If only there was more women like Sherry who's teaching her daughters to pay attention to men who can be the husbands that they need to be. What do I believe a husband needs to be? Provider, protector, problem solver, and procreator. Problem solver, provider, and protector. I don't believe in 50-50. That man needs to be able to cover it all. Give his woman the space to be the nurturer that she is, that she naturally is. While she gives him the space to be the worker that he wants to naturally be. Men want to work. We love working. Women want to be nurturers. You love teaching your own children. You don't want to pass it off to a nanny. You don't want to bombard grandma. You don't want to bombard grandma with babysitting all goddamn week. Shout out to Sherry. I wish we had more women like her. I certainly do. Thank you for the super chat, Sherry. Thank you for your support. I'm skipping all the, I don't even know who's in here. I'm not sure who's all here. You know, I talk to the camera. I don't like to talk to the chat. I like how the lead attorney does that. The lead attorney, he's able to monitor the chat. I gotta learn that. He's able to monitor the chat and then come back and talk. I'm just staring at the camera, but I'm a film producer. I'm from Hollywood. I know what I used to talk. When I directed things, I would talk to my actors. The camera is a person, so I'm talking to you guys. I feel like I'm talking to you as a person. Young men need to get it together too. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Shan? What do you mean that young men need to get it together? The reason why I advocate for young women to become wives, become fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun, is why I believe that women should maintain their value. Is because on the flip side, men need to go get their value. Men need to go get their value. Men need to go attain their value. Women are born with it. Men need to go get it. And so that's why I say young men need to get their shit together. Kanye West, 44 years old, is dating Vinetria, 22 years old. This is a billionaire situation. The reason why we can use Kanye West as our talking point, because we're really talking through him. We're not really using Kanye. I'm not talking to a bunch of billionaires. I'm talking to average people. So I'm using Kanye West as our title, but I'm talking to older men who got their shit together, who wants to date younger women. Don't be ashamed, brother. Don't be ashamed. But I'm also saying that you 30-year-old men should have your shit together too. You shouldn't wait till you in your 40s to have your shit together. I want to lower that financial stride to a lower age for black men particularly. I believe that the young men, if they pay attention to their bag and not so much on partying and fucking, and well, you're gonna have sex, partying and relationships in your 20s, then you'll be advanced when you hit your 30s. People like Jonathan Barronville. I want you to be more like Jonathan Barronville. Go investigate Jonathan Barronville, who's gonna be a multi-millionaire by the time he's 35. He's gonna have more. He's gonna own property all over the world, certainly all over America. He is going to be what I call husband material, and he will be able to select a young woman that he wants. He will be able to have the pick of the litter. Whoever is guiding Jonathan, whether it is himself or somebody else, is doing a great job. Far too many young men don't have that guidance. And that's why I want people to point them to my channel. That's why I want these young men to become members of my channel. So I can tell them, bro, recalibrate. I need you to focus on this now. This is what you need to pay attention to, youngster. Because I want you to work on our community so that the time that you are 30 years old, on your 30th fucking birthday, you are a unicorn. You got it all under control. By the time you are 30 years old, on your 30th birthday, you are the man that is perfect for that young woman. You are perfect to be the head of the household, to lead your family, your children into prosperity for the rest of your lives. I want you to eradicate poverty out of your lineage. You can only do that if you pay attention to the shit that you need to pay attention to in your 20s. Far too often now our black men starting to do that shit up in their 30s. Some of us is not doing it until we get in our 40s. That shit needs to be handled down in your 20s, bruh. Bruh, handle that down in your 20s. I know you want to party, man. I know you want the Gucci belt and want to sag and get the skinny jeans and shit. I know you want a Charger. I know you want a Hellcat. I know you want a red eye. I know you want it. I know you think that that's going to get you the woman that you want. It's not, bro. It's not, bro. I know you want to flex on the gram. I know you do. Bruh, you don't even look as good as you are going to look. You, listen, 20-year-old men, listen to me and listen to me well. You do not even physically look as good as you will when you get older. Your body structure your chest ain't even pumped up yet. Men in your 20s, you do not physically look your best yet. Bruh, if you good looking in your 20s, you're going to be amazing later on. So why do I want you to use your looks to get women right now when you could be paying attention to getting the bag? So when you get to your pinnacle, when you hit your peak, you got it all under control. I need the young men to get it together. I need the young men to get it together. I do. Kanye West is out here dating Vinetria. He's 44, she's 22. You know what she's doing? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What did I tell y'all? I just mentioned Jonathan Barronville's name. And what did he go and do? What did he go and do? Another super chat. Jonathan says, if I had a woman with the 5 Fs, my legs wouldn't be so ashy. That's an inside joke. Listen, you guys, go watch the Lapeef Network. Go to the King Talk we had last night. Watch that podcast. Towards the end, the callers called in and Jonathan called in. I'm going to leave it at that. It's an inside joke. Those that know. If Jonathan had a woman that was fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun, his legs would not be as ashy as they were last night. That's what we need. Women ask all the time, well, what do you want me to bring to the table? Nothing. But what value do you bring to me? You don't got to bring shit to the table, baby. I'm the table. That's some dumb shit. Get the fuck out of here with that. You don't have to bring nothing to the table. Well, what value do you bring to me? When Jonathan says things like, if I had the woman that I need, I wouldn't have ashy legs. It's an inside joke, but it makes perfect sense. Women, you are born with the value that you need. You just need to maintain it, cultivate it. And we expect your mothers to cultivate it, to refine it. To refine it. Thank you, Jonathan, for your support, bro. That dude's funny. Did you guys know that this woman is picking baby names? Kanye West's girlfriend is already picking baby names. I forget what she said. In fact, I got it. Let me go see. Let me go pull it up. I got the article. Let's see. I thought I had it. Maybe I don't no more. There she is. There's Kanye's girl. There's Kanye's girl. That's his boo thing. Somebody asked her, what would you name your kids? You know, on Instagram, you can ask the questions and people answer and stuff. Somebody asked her, what would you name your kids? That's his boo thing, y'all. 22 years old. Kanye's 44. Why didn't Kanye date somebody 44? Why didn't he find a woman that was 41 like his wife? Typically, we fall in love with you when you're young and we want to stay with you for the rest of our lives. But if you turn around and throw your marriage away, if you wreck your family, would you think we're going to go find somebody just like you? That's not how that works, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, it's not how it works. We go get the newer model. We go to the automobile, we go to the car lot and we get the newer model. We don't go get a used car. We go get the new model. That's his girlfriend. And somebody asked her about children. Look at Kanye. It says that she was asked about a number of things, including her thoughts on dating and children. There were no specific questions about her alleged romance with the Chicago rapper, who now goes by Ye. Asked what she plans to name her future kids, Vinetria answered, I have a whole list of names for my kids written in my notes over the years. So my future husband, you have no say in the names of our children. Slow clap. She said it's a secret. She's already thinking about the names of her kids and is speaking it into existence. How many of you older women that's already hit the wall is out there saying, girl, don't be thinking about no kids. Don't be thinking about no baby names. Don't be worried about no baby names. You don't need to be worried about that. You go, girl. You need to worry that you worried about the wrong shit. You worry about that when you 35. How many women are out there upset that she's thinking about baby names? See, women, ladies, when you were little girls, you played with dolls. You thought about your husband. These are the things that you thought about. Whether you were cultivated to think about that, whether you naturally wanted to think about that, that's what you thought about. She's 22 years old. She said for all her life, she's been writing down baby names. Talk about her future husband. Yes. This is what I mean by creating wives in your 20s. This is what I mean by creating wives in your 20s. Men want cooperation, I wrote. Men want cooperation, not struggle. Older women say, I will follow. Older women say, I will follow you, period. I don't know why I wrote that in my notes. I was writing my notes in bed this morning when I was to talk about this podcast. Oh, I know what I meant. Okay. Men want cooperation. Men want a woman that's talking about her baby names. That's you. That's your natural self, ladies. Not your degrees, not your masters. How many of you out there is thinking about their masters? I can't wait to get my masters. I can't wait to take these tests and to do my dissertation. Oh my God, I'm dreaming of my dissertation. How many women are out there dreaming of their dissertation? How many women are out there dreaming of her dissertation? Can't wait to get that degree. Shout out to Lauren. Shout out to Lucky. Lauren and Lucky's in the house. How many women are out there dreaming of the degrees? No, she's dreaming of her baby names. Men want cooperation in a woman. Men want no struggle. You know what? I'm gonna give you an inside game, ladies. Older ladies. This is for the older women. This is what I wrote. Tell a man that you potentially like, baby, I will follow you. Period. End of sentence. That's why I wrote that in my notes. I will follow you. I will follow your lead. Tell him that while you're dating. Watch how he lights up. You know what would make me, I would get so horny. I don't hear that from women. Women don't talk like that. Not today's women, not modern women. If a woman was to look me in my eyes and say, baby, I will follow you. If she said, baby, I will follow you. I will do what you need me to do for us to be successful. If I had a woman that was to say that right there, I'd probably bust a nut in my pants. If she grabbed me by my face, I like it when women grab my face and hold this scruffy beard and say, Shannon, and this is a woman I'm not married. This is a woman I'm dating. If a woman I was dating said, I will follow you, period, and believed it, that's a little cheat sheet for you ladies. That's a little cheat sheet for you ladies. Men want cooperation. And you older women, too many of you guys are uncooperative. And so people like Kanye West just checks for the younger women. It's just what it is. People that say, Shannon, you like them young? No, I like them with the 5 Fs. And typically the younger ones have the 5 Fs. The older ones got attitude and shit. Got something to say and snap. Oh, you want us to just be quiet? No, I want you to fucking listen. You talk too goddamn much. Listen and understand what I'm saying. Don't apologize later. I don't want to hear your apology 2 days later. Listen now. So you don't have to apologize 2 days later, but you're so busy, you just got to say something back. You don't even know how to turn that shit off. Don't no man want to deal with that shit. But the younger women typically listen. They tend to listen a little faster. Men want cooperation. We want a woman that's going to say, baby, I will follow you, period. They say, baby, I will follow you, period. That's what we want. And the women that can't do that, no problem. Buy a dog, die alone. That's your options. Or get that simp beta ass nigga that you're gonna end up resenting and disrespecting. I mean, I'm not saying that there's no hope for you. I'm just saying that your options are really shitty. Listen, I'm not saying that you need to change. I'm just saying if you stay the same, your options are really shitty. And she was sophisticated too, wasn't she? She's sophisticated too. Let's go look at her Instagram. Let's go take a look at her Instagram. Does she look typical? I think the titties are fake, and I'm not sure if the lips are real. She don't even have that many photos. She only got 17 photos. Damn. That's Kanye's girl. I don't know if those titties are real. They sagging. Ladies, are those titties real? She probably got lip fillers. Are them titties real? Are they real? Because the reality is we're talking about sophistication. She's fly. BBL. Listen, I know that you ladies think that us men want the Instagram models with the big fat, wide, big fat, bubbly, bounce, drop it like it's... No, that's not what we want. That's not what we want. Can you fit in my Lamborghini? Can you fit in my Lamborghini? With no problem. Can you get in and out of the butterfly doors? Or do I have to, everywhere we go, I got to drive the SUV? Or is everywhere we go, I got to drive the SUV? See, I'm using Vinetria as an example, but Kanye West and Vinetria are the extreme ends of the scale. Her beauty is not average. She's not average. She's above average, well above average. Kanye West's income is well above average. We're using them as an example. They're a microcosm of the bigger issue. They are just a talking point. We are talking through Kanye West and Vinetria. And I'm speaking directly to you in your situation. Are you too big to fit in the car that you think that you want? Can you fit in my Lamborghini? How sophisticated are you? How sophisticated are you? Are you fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun? Kanye West is dating a black woman. He came back to... once you go black, you never go back. That includes black men. He went back to a black woman, y'all. What does that say? What is that saying? Ladies and gentlemen, ladies in particular, I have a message for you. I have a message for the women. I have a message for the women. Ladies, Kanye West is 44 years old and he's dating Vinetria, 22 years old. She was with him at the podcast last week with the Drink Champs. She was with him at the Donda basketball game. That's the most recent photo that they showed for his academy. That was at the Donda Academy basketball game together. They've been rocking for a while. Kanye West is smashing Vinetria. That's his girl. They getting it in. Why did he go with that? The data is in, ladies. How much more do you need to see? How much more do women need to see to realize what men want? You want certain type of men. Are you giving the men what they want? Are you being what men want, ladies? Are you being what men want, ladies? Ladies, if you are overweight, get your ass in the gym. Get your ass in the gym. Today. Stop drinking all that soda, sugar water. Get your ass in the gym. Start eating more salads. Put that fucking burrito down. Put the burrito down. You need to learn how to compete if you want the men that you claim that you want. If you waking up every day alone, what's going on? I don't care how fine you think you are. You have to be all the F's, not just fit. You got to be feminine. You got to be friendly. Friendly is the cooperation side. Are you telling the man, are you grabbing him by his face and say, I will be and do whatever you need me to be? I will follow you, period. Are you grabbing your man's face and saying, baby, I will follow you? This is somebody you don't even have to be, maybe it's somebody you just talking to. You're not even dating. Y'all ain't even fucking yet. You telling him, you giving him your intentions, I will follow you. You might snap that motherfucker up, boy. He be like, what the hell did I just hear? What the what? What did she just tell me? Do you know how fast fuck all them other women. He will concentrate on the woman that tells him, baby, I will follow you, period. Get your ass in the gym. Start cooking healthy meals. Men will choose you if you are the woman that men want. If you are not doing what men want, then don't think that you're going to just, by osmosis and wishful thinking, manifest this motherfucker. You're not going to manifest the man that you think you want. And you in the 80th percentile of fat women. And you in the 80th percentile of fat women. Ladies and gentlemen, how much more proof do you need? There's the reason why I wasn't planning on going live this morning, but I went live because I wanted to ask you, how much more proof do you need? How much more proof do you need? We've been saying this shit forever. Do you really believe that we don't know what we're talking about? Hike, go hiking, go to the stairs and go consistently. Don't just go once or twice a month or when your friends is going. Go by yourself. My mother called me yesterday My mother, she was born in 46. So that makes her 75. My mother is 75 years old. She called me yesterday. She said, baby, should I get the Bose headphones? They got 3 different models. One model is $349. Then they have these 2 other models. One is $249, and then there's one that's $199. Which one should I get? They're the Bose earbuds. Which one should I get? I said, Mom, what are you doing? She said, oh, this is for when I go working out. My mom is 75 years old. She's asking me about headphones. I said, Mom, Bose is the cream of the crop. That's the best. I like the Apple AirPod Pros. Those are the best too. You talking about the best AirPods, but Mom, you may want full headphones. I'm gonna come to the house. I'm gonna bring you my earbuds, and I'll bring you my headphones, and you can let me know which ones you want. Because when you go walking at Hanson Dam, when you go do your workouts, or when you organize your girls to go get a walk in or something, you may want full headphones instead of earbuds. I'll let you test them out before we buy whatever you want. What am I saying this story for? My mom is 75 and she's in the fitness. She teaches fitness classes to older women. She teaches fitness classes to older women. My mother does. My mother, at 75, she understands it. She's widowed. My father passed away. But she knows what's best for her. Some of you women are just like, I don't give a damn. Let me have some pork and hog mogs, eating just bullshit. Ladies, are you what men you want? Kanye West is 44. He's dating a young lady who's 22. I don't know how much more proof you need. I don't know how much more proof you need. He's not gonna break into your house and sweep you off your feet like the princess story told you he would. Life is not a Disney story, ladies. It's not a Disney movie. You got to do the work. Get your ass in the gym and start eating right. And then you'll get the outcomes that you want. Understood? I'll see you later today. Love you guys. Appreciate you. And we out.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel. Tú tienes el piquete, de la forma que tú besas, mami. Más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami. Más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel. Tú tienes el piquete, de la forma que tú besas, mami. Más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami. Más simétrica que un origami. Amarte es mi maña, que lo que toca mi mano se daña. Pero amor es lo que dicen, como un color entre los grises.
Stop. Wait. I had to come back. I know I lost some of you guys. We didn't do the giveaway. I got to remind myself to do the fucking giveaway. I need to put it in my notes. Do the giveaway, Shan. Do the giveaway, Shan. I need everybody that's watching to say the word salute in the chat. Everybody say salute. We about to do the giveaway, you guys. Hold on, let me add that to my notes. Let me add that to my notes template. do the giveaway. Then talk about the giveaway. I got to put that in my notes. It's in my notes now for the future, so I won't forget. Salute. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. All right. Here we go. It's only 20 people in the giveaway. It's only 20 people. All you got to do is say salute. The system is going to pick you up. All you got to do is say salute and the system is going to pick you up. I'm going to give everybody 10 seconds to say salute. You got 10 seconds to type salute in the chat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said salute before, it didn't add you. But it'll add you if you didn't, if you just said it and you never did. Like Leah. Leah just got added. Jamal just got added. All right, here we go. You see right here, it's looking for the keyword salute. You could say it with a capital. You could say it with lowercase. You could say it with an exclamation point. You could say it in a sentence. It doesn't matter. It just looks for that string. Here we go, y'all. Let's see who won. Who won? We gonna roll it. Today's winner is Mr. Awesome. Mr. Awesome. Mr. Awesome won. Salute to Mr. Awesome. The system said Mr. Awesome won. Where's it at? Let me move it down. Boom. Mr. Awesome is the winner of today's giveaway. We're going to do it 3 times because I'm going live 3 times today. Mr. Awesome, please. Wait, now, Mr. Awesome, how you going to hit me with a super chat? How you going to hit us with a super chat and you just won the giveaway? You always blessing the channel. Thank you for the super chat. And didn't even have nothing to say. He said, I'm here. I'm here because you got to be here to actually claim the gift. He paid us to tell us to pay him. Shout out to Mr. Awesome, who's a soldier. If you notice that Mr. Awesome has a rank next to his arm, he's a member of the SR Army. We're not the U.S. Army. We're the SR Army. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you later. Mr. Awesome, hit me on the email, superchat@shannonrawls.com, so you can claim that. Talk to you guys, and we out.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, no, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Amarte es mi maña, que lo que toca mi mano se daña. Pero amor es lo que dicen, como un color entre los grises. Yo nunca te fallé, tú no eres cualquiera. Tú eres la mujer, mi corazón anhela. Pasan por ahí todas esas poses que tú conoces. Gracias a mi mujer, ni tu amigo, pero en vivo solo contigo disfruto el show, bebé. Alright, cita, dime
Hey, I missed the super chat. Dwayne, he says black women don't compete for black men because they don't deem black men worthy of it. Shout out to you, Dwayne. Dwayne says that black women don't compete for black men because black women don't deem black men worthy of it. What's up with that, ladies? Black women, you don't deem black men worthy of it? What's up with that? You know, they say that black women, by and large, date black men, but it's not because they want to, it's because they have to. It's not because they want to, it's because they have to. White men, Asian men, Latino men are not marrying black women by the droves. We all you got. We all you got. Y'all better get it together. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for your support. Why do y'all want to listen to Shannon? Somebody told me I'm a good orator. I think I suck. I be stumbling over my words and shit. See you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Later today. We're going to be reading Think and Grow Rich. I'm going to introduce it today. And then later on, we're doing another show.